good evening. I'm Foothills Weather Network Chief Meteorologist Chris White. We're here. We're going to update you on the upcoming winter weather threat that is to take place Friday, maybe into Saturday going out. Here's the storm overview. It's brought to you by me, you, and some Blue Creative Art Studio there in Morganton in the First Methodist Church. Go see Amber for all your kids' fun times, especially since they're getting out of school for Christmas. What we know. It's pretty basic. Unsettled, then cold weather pattern is going to move into our area for the weekend. Additional moisture will begin to move in during the day on Friday, and precipitation amounts are going to be generally light across our area. What we don't know that yet at this time, though, is the amount of low-level cold air that's going to be available, and I'll show you the weather map here in just a second. Exact storm track of the track of the low pressure along this boundary level or the boundary layer that's to our southeast. The cold front that moved through is stalled, so the low pressure is going to track along it. Exact timing of the precipitation in relation to the model data. Let's go over to the weather map and let me explain this to you just a little bit. So what we have, a stalled frontal boundary here along the Atlantic and Gulf Coast, and what a low pressure is just going to feed moisture up and along that cold front, and it's going to sling moisture back into the area. Now exactly how much is to be seen yet. That's why there's not a lot of confidence in this at this time. Some of the models bring the moisture all the way back into the mountains. Some of them keep it even east of along and east of I-77. But we think generally there is going to be some moisture moving back into the Western Carolinas in this area. It's just too early to know anything about when and how much accumulation is going to take place. It's going to mix with rain at points too through our forecast area, because this cold front, this trough of cold air that's coming in behind this, it's got to move in here sometime Friday night into Saturday. And as it moves in, the cold air will spill in as well up and over the mountains, changing everything over to snow. But it's going to be brief, and by that point, everything's going to be leaking and moving out of the area. So generally speaking, went the wrong way there. Here's our confidence, low confidence right now that we see snow back across the foothills and mountains from this system, and moderate confidence along and south of Interstate 40 and east of I-77 that there's going to be some snow. This has nothing to do with accumulations. Accumulating snow coming more on Saturday night and Sunday in the mountains, but for now, for our forecast area as of 4 p.m., we're going to keep our snow index at a social media talk. And for all your weather needs, head over to foothillsweathernetwork.com. We'll keep you updated there. I'm Foothills Weather Network Chief Meteorologist Chris White.